Claxby Hill. We had a very long, homemade Norwegian-style sledge.
No, not that.
We hurtled down, we hit what not to be disturbed.
Go and find her. Where are you going, Master? For a drink?
Okay, you guys want anything else?
3 butterbeers and some ginger and lime, please. 6 shots of giggle water.
Tea Earl Grey hot.
This snake juice is basically rat poison. Spent my whole life right here in Lackawanna County.
Drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Shut up!
What
Oh, it's live.
in the Bill O'Reilly will do it live is going on here?
Oh,
Do it live.
I'm glad somebody.
There are no rules and no pants.
Oh, my
no
goodness.
rules and just right. Gentlemen, welcome back. This round is on me, and if you have found yourself one booth down, welcome. A doctor, a lawyer, a pilot, a professor, and now for the first time a live audience have all walked into a bar. That's right, Mr. Hacker. It is happening.
Incredible.
It's happening.
We'll do it live.
Dox him. He didn't put his last name in his user handle. Don't dox him.
no.
Rude.
Considering the
That's-
way you treated him on the movie bracket, you have no room
yeah.
to
You know
toss.
what?
Airings
Listen,
of grievances.
listen, Zach will
No spoilers. No spoilers. Zach told me he hasn't listened to it yet. He was waiting for it all to come out.
Zach will agree with me that we had tradition, and I'm Morgan Freeman here to remind everyone that we miss
Who let him out
Omar
again?
Fallon anytime we have
The
a
only
disagreement.
one that could trump Zach Hacker is Morgan Freeman himself.
As Omar
He
Fallon.
actually
Right.
came.
It's not about
Yes.
you,
Yeah.
Zach. It's literally about the tradition. And Zach is a man who honors tradition.
Well, speaking of Zach, what do you think about UFOs?
Don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. Poor guy.
Well, gentlemen, welcome back into our little digital pub of plenty. It has been way too long since we have just poured a pint and had a chat, and I'm very excited to be back.
It's been
this
a
is
long
our
time
first traditional
getting from
episode
there
of the
to
year.
here.
Where we'll have the dailies at the beginning. I have got some games lined up for us that I'm so stoked about. And then we had several table topic questions that have come in today, and they are really fun. I can't wait to get to that. But first of all, how have you guys been?
So good. Better that
Great.
you're
Just
here.
so good.
I have injected coffee beans into my veins, just
Whole
directly
beans.
straight into them. Whole beans.
Yeah.
I am ready. I am ready to go.
Coming up on the end of the school year for the teachers. Are you tapped out, ready to go?
Not to date this episode, but this is the Friday night of the last day of school before spring break.
Hot dog. There you go.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, that's exciting. Well, I mean, Jenny's school break was like a month ago, so
Same.
you've got
We
some
also
leeway.
missed like
as far
half
as-
the semester due to like weather, you know.
Oh,
It's just been
yeah.
it's been a thing.
Well, guys, we've got a busy night, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. We'll cut to a break, and when we come back, we've got the dailies.
What are we gonna call this?
I write for the Daily Prophet.
That's crap.
I want the name of this flying whatchamacallit to go with the Daily Planet like bacon and eggs.
Crap.
Daily Bugle.
That's pretty good. But it's taken.
All right, guys, welcome to the dailies, our current events, releases, and obsessions that are actively feeding our fandoms. Dallas, my man, what do you got?
So I have been playing some games, as I do.
That is
I
so
know,
unlike
big
you.
surprise.
We're back. It's like being wrapped in a warm blanket again. I'm home.
I've
We're in the
never
Ministry
playing
of Magic.
games.
Voldemort becomes sand,
When you guys all started adding me on,
and I just go, he's back.
when you guys started adding me on Xbox, I was like, oh no, they're gonna know that I just don't ever stop
Never.
playing games.
Never.
Oh, I do get the little Snack
Yeah.
Eater 99 is online notifications.
Well, quit doxing everyone. You can't give away all of our. It's a good thing my username or handle isn't very well known publicly. He's about to go
Right,
look.
yeah. Yeah, I know what it is.
Mine's Murphy's
PlayStation?
Law KY.
You used to know my
come
Xbox
on.
One, but I don't have the Xbox anymore. So
That's true. I think I know your.
you can't
PlayStation
dox me.
but- But I've been playing a couple different things. I've been playing Split Fiction. It just came out with my daughter. And so it is a multi, like you play at the same time.
I've heard about
co-op
this.
game. Yeah. And that is really fun.
Tell me about this. This may need to go on the list.
A really cool story. And the cool thing about it is, like, if one person buys it, like, you can play online and the other person can download the free version. And as long as one person has bought it, you can play together.
Wait, Dallas, are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready for the new tab illumination?
There it is.
As I go and look it up.
But it's a cool story. There's two women who are like aspiring book writers, and they're invited to like a signing event to be published, but they get put in these machines that like kind of suck the stories out of their brain, so that way they can be like lived by people, but it's like a nefarious company that may be taking more than that. And these two characters kind of get splooshed together, and now they are in each other's stories, and the only way to get out is to like play through their stories that they were going to write. And so there's all kinds of cool like puzzle things you got to do together. So me and my daughter have been having tons of fun playing that game. And it's
I saw that as a recommendation. Kristen really likes cooperative play games,
and
that one
this
had
would be
popped up
fantastic.
as if you liked the Unraveled games or the It Takes Two games, like that, you would really like it.
It's the same studio that did It Takes Two. This
Oh, it
is?
is?
The next game
I'm
they
in.
released.
I'm in.
Okay.
Starring
she's gonna
Mary
love it.
Kate and Ashley Olsen with Kirstie
And
Alley.
one more time. The name
Yes.
of this one is
Is Split Fiction.
Split Fiction. Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
And it goes like the puzzles are always different. You're always doing sometimes different things together. So one person will have to do like raise you up and down, or you're both racing at the same time, or it'll like all of a sudden go into 2D and you're doing like different genres of games while you're playing. It's just really
It Takes Two is phenomenal. So this is probably in the same vein. Now, I will say the mini game that I've played the most of in It Takes Two is the curling mini game, like on ice.
Oh, okay. I know what you're
Is
talking
there
about.
a curling mini game in Split Fiction? If there's not, I'm out.
Not yet.
I'm out.
There is not yet.
He's out. He's out. Done.
Is
That's it.
there either a Harry Potter broom riding simulator or Bluey references in it? Because that may be the other two options that
Does
Not
Kirstie
yet.
Alley get married?
I'm triply out. 3 strikes. There you go.
There, you do have like wings, and you do like a whole flying bit where you're all flying.
I'm back in.
Which is kind of
Oh, that's fun.
and there's one where you turn into a monkey and a little like a little ferret that swims. I don't know. Oh, there is one level I didn't see this coming, and it was a little jarring. So this warning: you're playing as pigs, and you're like, it's like, oh, I had this story written when I was a kid, so it's very like sing-songy, and like one pig can fly and the other one can spring, and you're like sliding down this thing together, and you're like, ha 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 ha, and you fall into a meat grinder, and you pop out the other side as hot dogs, and then the rest of the game is jump on the grill, go into the bun, and then you get eaten at the end. That's it. And I was like, that took a turn that I did not see. So
What?
Yeah.
No.
I think I saw a James Bond movie about that. Like,
I love it.
So
It's
if-
chaotic and
Can't
beautiful.
do
I
it.
love
I
it.
can't do it. Not the pig. Not the pig.
yeah. I was like, oh no, we lost. Oh, and it just kept going. I was like, oh, that wasn't a lose state. There's more.
It's not a loss if
my
that's the
gosh.
goal. So, I mean,
Exactly. Yep,
oh,
and that
no.
was the goal. So that's what I've been doing.
Well, that's
lately.
incredible. We're gonna have
maybe
to
the real
play that.
split fiction where the meat grinders we met along the way.
You know what? It's tradition. I'm going to allow it.
Yeah, and you do meet one, so he's technically not wrong.
Mm.
All right, well, Cody, what do you got?
Well, I was a few minutes late getting on to the podcast, and apparently,
Shame.
just missed the message by like a minute because I was sitting there watching for the 486th time the 5-minute sneak peek of the new Superman movie.
Ah. Okay.
Oh.
I have not watched. You sent it in the chat last night while I was driving. How hopeful are you? I mean, I assume if you've watched it that many times, it's because you're so angry, you hate it, hate watching it.
Well, actually, I only watched it twice, but like, I watched it last night, and I was crying, like,
really
joyful.
Oh,
We already
Tears.
know that he does a 20-minute cry, and then that's it, and he's done. This is again.
Well, just no.
tradition.
I'm
Par for the course.
not invalidating your emotions. It's just I'm usually a pretty good judge at like, oh, this is gonna make Cody cry, and I did. Okay, tell me, what was it about it?
Superman, he's back.
Well, yeah,
that's true.
I mean,
Yes.
to quote one Sirius Black, "I've done my waiting. 12 years of it." And
bravo.
It
Bravo,
has been
sir. Bravo.
12 years since Man of Steel.
The jokes write themselves.
And it's been 12 years since Man of Steel. And I was hesitant going with Gunn taking the helm of the Superman franchise, the DCU, because the Suicide Squad did not inspire confidence in me at all.
Suicide Squad or the Suicide Squad?
The Gunn Suicide
Oh, the
Squad.
good one. Got it.
Did not inspire confidence in me at all for him to be able to tackle that character. Because basically, the Suicide Squad was Guardians of the Galaxy unhinged. Like,
give you that.
deranged and unhinged.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, is the Suicide Squad.
You're not wrong.
So he knows
You're
how to
not
nail
wrong.
the tone of what he's adapting from. But
what I didn't know is, does he have another note? Can he play another
that's
note
fair.
with superhero characters? Or am I going to get quippy, snarky Superman, which is completely off-brand for the character? Everything that I've seen so far. Now, this clip starts with, in the trailer, he calls Crypto over to take him home after he has been bloodied, beaten down, and is in for the fight for his life. One of the challenges of doing Superman is how to make him relatable. How to make him relatable? Make him bloodied and beaten down.
I thought you were going to say give him a doggo, because that's how everyone's.
And they give him a dog, a good boy, like the best boy.
Make
The
him
best
invest in crypto. Wait, wrong crypto. Sorry, my bad. Wrong podcast.
Give him a dog that whenever he calls him to him, gets the zoomies for 30 seconds straight, and he has to, no.
Wait, is
stop,
that actually
take
in the
me home.
preview that he gets
Yes,
the zoomies?
that is.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that is.
That's fantastic.
That's funny.
And just everything about it looks great. I've said that I would trade the entire Marvel Cinematic. Well, I will say I will trade everything post Endgame for a solid Superman trilogy. I'm on the fence about the MCU as a whole because of the Cat Peggy dance. Like, but I've been waiting, and I want to be able to point to a movie made in the 21st century and say this is it. This is why I love this character. It looks like Gunn is nailing it. It looks like he's nailing it. And he's got the tone right. He's got the iconography right. And, it's different enough from both the DCEU with Snyder and the Marvel Cinematic Universe with the quips and the jokes that he's really leaning into the silliness that these comic stories are, not being afraid. Because starting with 2000's X-Men, where they were like, what do you expect us to wear? Yellow spandex? And they're afraid of the black...
Yes.
I love it that X-Men...
Was that too much to ask?
I love
you
it that
obviously knew that. You wrote it into the
X-Men
script.
97 turned that joke around.
Yeah, that was incredible.
But they've been kind of somewhat afraid of fully going there. Marvel better than most, but it looks like this looks ripped out of All-Star Superman. And one of the most iconic comics of all time. Golden Age, just pure comics camp, but still sincere. And if he can if he can get the sincerity of it right, It may not make $1 billion because once bitten, twice shy when it comes to DC Comics, it will be something special. Yeah. But
we're going opening night, right?
I'm
Actually, you're not
thinking
going to go
about
with Cody.
5 to
You're
7
going to go
times in the
with your
theaters.
dad. And then 10 years from now, you're going to be like, remember when we went to the movie together? And Cody's going to be like, no, Alex made a joke about this, and it's going to go full meta.
It's tradition.
I've already asked like 3 separate friend groups to go.
That was a thing that happened. See, Zach got it. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, thank you, Zach. Well, Alex, what do you?
I think you're in good hands. So you said me next? Okay.
Yeah, Alex. What do you got, bud?
as per tradition, you all know that I always get on Cody for having a twofer. And so I am going to have a twofer tonight. And that is because I have 2 nephews now. That's right. See, I fooled all of you. I fooled. No, my daily is that I am an uncle for the second time, Uncle Alex. Actually, as of tonight, I am Mr. Uncle Alex, according to my nephew that can speak. And it was very. I was like, I am elevated now from just Uncle Alex to Mr. Uncle Alex, and I had to be like, no, we can rein it in a little bit.
You have to have a top hat at Mr. Uncle Alex.
The Monopoly top hat in particular. Would say, hello, no. So my at the time of recording, my newest nephew is 12 days old.
Oh,
so it's real fresh, real little. It's past one of their bedtime. The other one, he's still holding on. So yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm right now.
Congrats,
I am in my brother-in-law's office. This is not actually a pub behind me. I'm in his office. And,
it was so convincing.
I know.
No one could tell.
The way that one of your ears just kept disappearing.
If I hold the mic in a certain way, eventually it makes my whole face behind me disappear. And it's just like...
I just thought he was going for a Vincent Van Gogh look.
Yeah.
I loved that moment. I won't spoil the moment, but there was a moment where things did not go Alex's way.
Which one?
During March Madness.
Like 7 different times.
His entire visage disappeared for a second, and the poetry on screen was just wonderful.
I don't know, but and I hate saying this, but Depression Alex on Mike is probably one of my favorite characters.
It's like if sometimes you know the meme of "Hello, darkness, my old friend." It's just that, like, Ben Affleck sitting in the interview chair, and he's just like,
you slipped sideways into a parallel universe for a second, and it was like, oh no, he's gone. He's gone. Oh no.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm still in that universe.
Championship was Dune 2 versus Tron Legacy.
No, it wasn't versus Tron Legacy. It was Dune 2 versus Planet of the Apes 2. Yes.
That one was wild.
Yeah.
Usually, like, I can be like, I can kind of see how this is going to go. And it never did. Not
I couldn't catch
any
a break.
of those.
I couldn't catch a break.
Really? This is how it's going?
Someone who's in the chat right now royally screwed up tradition.
Listen.
He's still here. He's heard the episodes. What's a dune? All right, so a dune is a planet. And it's a Fremen planet at one point, and now they call it Arrakis. But at one point, it had a Fremen name. Dune.
Yeah, it was a Morgan Freeman.
I'm Morgan Freeman, and I'm here to let you know that the Lisan al-Gaib will set you free. This has been Morgan Freeman.
I frankly am shocked at all of you that none of you brought up Severance.
I couldn't have a true threefer. Like, I've already got a nephew.
That's true.
Oh my goodness.
Well, here, I'll let you coattail in on this one.
Hey,
has everybody finished?
There are people in the chat, in the audience, that I know have not.
I'm not going to.
So,
I'm not going to spoil anything. But I was unsure how they could land this plane in a way that was complex enough to leave me not knowing what I wanted to happen, because there were outcomes at the end that I found myself kind of rooting for it to go in 2 different directions, and I was.
Would you say that your mind was split on how you want it to go? Oh,
my innie wanted it to go one way, but my outie wanted it to go
and
the other.
That's how
talking
mine
belly
is too. If I eat
buttons.
too much pizza. Oh,
So I'm actually any Cody right now, and I'm only 100 hours old.
You look great for a 4-year-old. You amazing.
I want that version of Severance where you're any, like, he starts out brand new, so it's like there's this whole room of people learning to walk, and like they think they're just born, but they're actually in their 40s.
Don't give writers an idea. They'll get a giant, like, weird tube where it's like, welcome to the birthing room, and they lube them up and they shove them through like plastic wrap. You know
They're
writers
going to
would do
greenlight
that.
a 4th season that Ben Stiller doesn't want to happen, and that's what it's going to be about.
And there's
Like, they
just
forget
goats,
to change their diaper as they
goats
go
everywhere.
through, and they're like, "Why do I stink?" And he's like, "Oh, I forgot to change this."
Well, since are we at the statute of limitations when it comes to spoilers? For that,
No.
I'm still not going to spoil anything, but I will throw just a little bit of a we'll call it a footnote on this one. They just recently announced, and as a collector of Harry Potter books myself,
Are you doing a twofer right now? Don't make me get on you.
I am doing a twofer.
For those of you listening, I am always against twofers. You get one daily each, and then somebody, I've got another one. I've got another one to throw in there.
When you decide to bring one, that completely opens the floodgates. So sorry,
I didn't actually bring a twofer. The new nephew was.
I actually have a
daily.
different innie for every segment.
What is this?
So this is from HarryPotter.com. Jim Kay, who had illustrated the large illustrated editions of the books, he had to step down due to medical reasons, and he had gotten books 1 through 5. But they've just announced that Levi Penfold will be illustrating Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and
they have actually taken Tim and severed his brain, so now only sick Tim will be getting treatment, and the other Tim will not know any different. He's like, why do I feel bad? Where's my hair going? And then he's still illustrating.
Well, I am going to link the author down in the show notes. You should go peruse his Instagram account. The previous illustrator had to step down due to medical reasons, but Levi Penfold is going to be finishing out the series, and I'm very excited about it. And I may have a giveaway planned for his first book whenever it comes out, once it's released.
You crazy man, and your giveaways.
Well, guys, yay! The dailies are back. We've got them finished. When we're gonna cut to a break, and whenever we come back, it's our first game back of the season, and then we're playing trivia. And if you actually did the homework for our March Madness, then the trivia will be a little familiar.
There was homework?
We're going to cut to a break.
I'm screwed.
Oh, no.
You can't just watch the Cram It videos on YouTube.
No.
All right, we'll take a break. And when we come back, we've got March Madness trivia. We'll be right back.
I'm gonna go as fast as I can so I don't miss anything.
Excuse me, may I go to the bathroom first?
I gotta go to work.
We'll return after these messages.
This episode is brought to you by the Big Red Button Podcast.
Do you know what you'd do in a nuclear apocalypse?
Because we sure as quack don't.
See how our choices get us into trouble and back out again in this actual play podcast.
Big Red Button is for lovers of the Fallout franchise, choose your own adventures, and tabletop role-playing games rolled into one big audio drama.
Our band of stragglers is unraveling a mystery in the wasteland, and we're at the mercy of the roll of the dice.
So grab your Geiger counters, take your rat away, and subscribe to our new show, The Big Red Button.
Oh, shoot, did I miss the halftime show? Gosh dang it, who'd they have?
What are you doing in here? You're in here. I pay for that privilege.
I'm feeling much better now.
Yeah, I'm having an heart attack. Get back to work.
All right, guys, we're back. He's back. Assuming that you have watched... Actually, this is more kind of peripheral knowledge around these movies. If you have a basic understanding of these movies, you should be able to do fairly well when it comes to trivia. But tonight's trivia is based off of our March Movie Madness bracket. So I am only pulling questions as they relate to the 32 movies that we all watched for the sci-fi bracket. Now, remember the rules. Pull open our chat our individual chat so that you can send me your answers. Once everyone's answers have been locked in,
I'm nervous.
then I will
And you know what?
reveal
Here's the other thing.
answer.
Let's open it up. We never have like a phone a friend. Should each of us get one poll the audience?
Absolutely, we can.
I just thought of this on the
Absolutely we
spot
can.
right now. I didn't even know what game we were playing.
That's the best spots, the ones that you're on.
This is where you guys find out I didn't watch 80% of my own movies that I put on the list.
He was like, "What's a RoboCop?"
Oh, and I love you even more for it.
What is
I thought it was Rowboat Cop, and there was not any boats in that at all.
No, not at all.
All right. Are you ready?
As I'll ever
Ready.
be.
Ready. Okay. Question number 1. Now, a lot of these are going to be all of the following except type questions.
Okay.
So there will be a lot of things in common, and you have to kind of find the outlier. So for the first one, which movie in our movie bracket? Now, all of these will be multiple choice, but there will be 2 bonus questions where you have to give me the answer.
Oh, man.
Which movie in our movie bracket did not feature the director of that movie on screen in the movie?
Ooh.
Was it Spaceballs, Star Trek First Contact, A Quiet Place, Revenge of the Sith, or Looper?
I think I know.
I know for a fact I don't know.
I think I know exactly who, and I think I could tell you the director of all of those
I have
movies
submitted my answer.
and their characters.
Okay, it looks like everybody has locked in their answers.
I know for a fact that George Lucas shows up as a blue man, and he's like Orge Ukasle or something dumb like that. I know that the only one I don't know.
I think the planet was Pandora. Actually,
Was it actually?
So, Alex, you have said Star Trek First Contact.
I don't know who directs that.
That is incorrect, sir.
Who directs it?
Because Jonathan Frakes,
Riker himself.
Riker, Picard's #1, directed that movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's actually a fairly prolific TV movie director.
Dallas, you have said Revenge of the Sith. Sorry, sir, that is incorrect. George Lucas did have a cameo.
You see
in
George
that movie.
Lucas in the opera,
Yep.
like as Anakin is going in from the opera scene.
It was kind of a blink and you'll miss it
Wait,
cameo.
is
but
John
also in
Krasinski in A Quiet Place? I know he directed the movie.
No, he's not.
He would be a great actor.
They actually watch The Office in the background, and he's there.
Cody, you have said Looper, and you are correct, sir. Ryan Johnson was not on screen in that movie.
Wow.
So that is 1 point for Cody.
Ryan Johnson does not cameo in The Last Jedi, but
you are correct.
It is
sir.
the best Star Wars movie.
Get out.
Oh, no.
Get out.
Okay. Oh.
Wow. I'm just losing a lot of respect tonight. Is that what we're doing today? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, because we got a big fax in the chat. Oh, no, just kidding.
You know what?
Okay,
But here's the
sorry.
thing. I'm only going to show the facts that pops up on the screen. So that's the only truth that anyone's going to see. No one's going to see the JK that also came in. No,
which stands
hide
for
it.
Jiggle
Hide
Kitty.
it. Oh no. No, I did both of those.
You forgot I joined as a
I did
producer,
both
too.
of those. So.
And they're both making
All
cameos.
right, question number 2. The best Star Wars movie is obviously Caravan of Courage. Oh, good grief. Okay, question number 2. Which of these movies would you not select from the actor pool if you wanted to form a New Girl reunion? Which one of these movies did not feature
any character from New Girl?
An actor or actress from New Girl? Was it Big Hero 6, Jurassic World, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Galaxy Quest, or Arrival? Which one of these movies did not feature an actor or actress from the TV show New Girl?
So Jack Johnson,
Big Hero
who
6.
sings Banana Pancakes, is in New Girl, right? And then
Did I say Jack
I
Johnson?
did.
I meant. Oh, okay.
What were the options? No, you know what?
Big Hero 6, Jurassic World, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Galaxy Quest, or Arrival?
Was that 5 options?
3 blue dots.
Was that 5 options?
Yes, that was 5
Oh, you've
options.
upped the difficulty level this year. It used to be.
I think all of them, actually. Yeah. All of them have 5 options. And you have all unanimously said Arrival, and yes, you are all correct.
Let's go!
It was indeed Arrival. Big Hero 6 had Damon Wayans Jr. He played Wasabi. And he also played Coach. Jurassic World had Jake Johnson, who plays Neck. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Zooey Deschanel, Galaxy Quest, Justin Long.
Wait, Justin Long is in New Girl?
Yeah, he plays
clue.
one of Jess's kind of longtime boyfriends. There for a while.
Confession: I've only watched like a season and a half of New Girl, and I was like, I get the joke. I understand it now. And then I gave up. And then Coach showed up, and I'm like, I'm out.
Oh,
I don't like Coach.
There's a running joke that I sometimes look like, but also personify Outside Dave, and I can't get away from it at all.
There's one scene that I was like, yes, this is me. I get it. I get it. Was when Schmidt talks about he has a conical burr grinder, not some pedestrian blade grinder. And I was like, first of all, you don't have to insult me and my coffee obsession like that. Second of all, yes, a conical burr grinder is better than a blade grinder. Be careful making fun of me because he's correct.
Do you have a walking cape?
That's amazing. All right, after the second question, Cody, you have 2 points. Alex has 1. Dallas, you have 1.
Yes.
Question number 3.
Yes.
Yes. Keep telling yourself that. Which one of these movies would you not select from to form a reunion for The Office? Is it A Quiet Place, Galaxy Quest, Dune 2, Arrival, or The Iron Giant?
What's sad is like I probably know the Dune 2 cast better than most, and I'm sitting here like, please tell me.
I know for a fact I got this one wrong because my brain started working after I typed in my answer.
Cody said Violent Night, and then he sent in another answer.
I put Christmas Chronicles.
Answers have been locked in. Dallas, you said Arrival. That was incorrect, sir, because Amy Adams was the purse sales lady in the first season of The Office.
I should have known that because Outside Dave wears a lot of purses.
And Cody and Alex, you both said Dune 2, and you are correct.
Yes.
Quiet Place, John Krasinski, Jim Halpert. Galaxy Quest had Rainn Wilson.
For like a blink and you miss it
Schrute.
cameo too.
Yeah. Dune 2 obviously was the correct answer. Arrival, Amy Adams, the purse salesman. Now, this one was the stretch. But if you watched far enough into The Office, do you remember when Andy was watching this movie with Jack Black on his laptop?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Jack Black's elderly love interest was Cloris Leachman, who was in The Iron Giant.
Wow.
It was a bit of a stretch.
I almost picked that one too because I was like, that's so old.
It counts. It was not a.
Man.
I mean, it was not a movie that existed. It's an actual cameo from both of them, so it.
Right.
It works.
So some of these I did have to dig down into the cameo
Incredible
pool here. But Cody, you have 3 points now. Alex has 2. Dallas, I'm sorry, you are sitting at 1 point.
Yeah, well, we all knew how that was going to
go. Okay. Now, this one, this is the last in the build this franchise from these movies. But I want you to build a Lord of the Rings reunion.
Oh, I'm sorry, out of luck here.
With these movies. All but one of these movies feature a prominent actor from The Lord of the Rings. Is it The Revenge of the Sith, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Alien, Jurassic World, or The Martian? And I'll read them for you again. It was Revenge of the Sith, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Alien, Jurassic World, or The Martian.
Nope, he's in that. I need to verbally process it is the problem. Is everyone
I'm shooting from the hip.
Is everyone else locked in?
That's how I go.
I have Dallas and...
Okay, so I know Revenge of the Sith has, what's his name? Angular face fella. Then The Martian has to have somebody in it. It's just star-studded. Alien has a ton of British actors. Jurassic World? Who's in World? And it's just Jurassic World, not Park. Because if it was Park, I would feel good about that.
Correct, yes, just Jurassic World.
You know what? Okay, answer's in, I guess. I don't love it.
Okay, so Cody, you have said Revenge of the Sith. Sorry, sir, that is incorrect.
Who's Angular Face?
Christopher
Thank you.
Lee.
Him.
Saruman.
Yeah, old angle face.
Old angle face.
You know what's sad?
Plays-
Every one of you, and even the people in the audience, when you look at Christopher Lee, go, "Oh yeah, angular face. I get it."
Angle face.
No one is.
If you see the way he is rendered in Clone Wars,
No one's arguing with me right now.
No,
nobody is.
No, it's like looking at a caricature, but
It's not. Surprisingly, it is not his government name.
That's not
Actually,
his
we don't
government
even know his government name. He was a secret agent, and he KILLED'd lots of people.
It was Bond. James Bond.
Alex, you have said Alien.
No, I didn't.
That
No,
is
I didn't.
incorrect, sir.
Nuh-uh.
No, I did.
Yeah.
That was me.
Oh, Dallas. Sorry, Dallas. You have said Alien. That is incorrect. Because Ian Holm, one young Bilbo Baggins, was in Alien.
That's who that is.
And
I forgot.
Alex, you said Jurassic World. That is correct.
Yes.
That is absolutely correct,
Okay.
sir.
Who's in The Martian?
I don't know. It's
Sean Bean. Sorry.
the
that's what
monster,
I
and it's the one movie he doesn't die in.
Right.
That's I knew I could play somebody in there, and actually, and the reason I knew it was The Martian because they make a Lord of the Rings joke as they're sitting there in the little conference room, and they're like, "We're going to call this what's the big conference where everybody meets up in Lord of the Rings?
The Fellowship of the Ring?
No. It's a place, a thing. Zach, you're in the chat. You know Lord of the Rings. There's like a famous get together.
Hey, Zach, you're a nerd.
Elrond?
You know, right?
Is that it? Elrond? Something.
Elrond is the head elf of Rivendell.
Rivendell, maybe. They make it. They make
also
it.
Megatron.
If somebody were to say it, I would know because they make a joke. Not a big jewelry guy myself. Okay. But he is an alien guy. He believes in aliens. So, no, but anyways, they make the joke about, oh, this conference is like when they all meet up before they go on their adventure. And Sean Bean's character is like, huh, what? And then Childish Gambino is like, oh, it's a Lord of the Rings reference. And they all look at him like, you nerd, even though Sean Bean had been in the movie himself. Anyways, that's how I knew.
Right. Okay. Now, number 5, I am going to list off a series of actors or actresses. The thing that all of these have in common is they have played younger versions of other actors and actresses in our movie bracket. All of them except one. So of the 5 actors or actresses that I give you, 4 of them have played younger versions of other actors or actresses in our movie bracket. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Josh Brolin, Ewan McGregor, Martin Freeman, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, or Jessica Chastain. Which one of those actors or actresses did not play a younger version of another actor that is also in our movie bracket?
Can you say it one more time?
Josh Brolin, Ewan McGregor, Martin Freeman, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, or Jessica Chastain. This one, when I found the connections for this one, it was kind of too good to pass up.
Because I can think of like 3 of them that I know for a fact. I'm like, well, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Well, it was inspired by. Well, this is a freebie, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I mean, that's kind of a twofer right there, where it's like Joseph Gordon-Levitt is playing the other actor in the movie as younger.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis. So I mean, if you'd watched the movie, you'd know that. And if you didn't watch the movie, you go watch Looper. It's great.
Okay, all of the answers have been locked in. Dallas, you have said Josh Brolin. That is incorrect, sir, because Josh Brolin
plays younger K.
He plays a young Tommy Lee Jones in the third Men in Black movie.
Will Smith plays young Will Smith because he still looks like Will Smith.
Yeah, right. Cody and Alex, you have both said Jessica Chastain. And that is incorrect.
Who does she play?
Because Jessica Chastain plays a young version of Helen Mirren in the movie The Debt.
What?
Helen Mirren is the voice of the robot at the end of time that gives the answer that gives the answer of life in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The answer, Joseph Gordon-Levitt obviously plays a young Bruce Willis in Looper. That's kind of what inspired this whole thing. Martin Freeman was in Hitchhikers. Ian Holm was in Alien. They both play Bilbo Baggins. It is actually Ewan McGregor.
Do we not have young, or we don't have
We
old?
do not have Alec Guinness, which is where I'm sure everyone went
Exactly.
with this, because the only Star Wars movie was actually Revenge of the Sith. And so nobody got that one. That one was a little tricky, and I did have to do a little bit of mental gymnastics to get there. But
Ewan was like, it felt too obvious or like too on the nose, and
I was like, duh, he's young Obi-Wan.
He's tricksy, isn't he? Okay, number 6. Nobody got any points. Cody's still at 3. Alex is still at 3. Dallas is at 1. Question number 6. Sorry, Dallas. Which movie does not contain an actor, a prominent actor from the MCU? And we're going to call this like phase 1 and 2, like early days of the MCU, not to the point where this has like ballooned out.
Right,
to basically
the new
include everybody in
sidekick
Hollywood.
to the new Captain America, who's still Falcon but not still Falcon. Who's that guy?
Exactly.
He's in one.
Danny
Okay.
Ramirez. Not, but
I haven't
that's
seen the
not
movie.
there.
I wouldn't know.
It was worth seeing. Side note, it was worth seeing those action scenes on the biggest screen you could. Like it was very much a feel like a kid again, like munching the popcorn.
Right.
Plot was a little clunky to get there, but either way, which one of these movies does not contain an actor, a prominent actor from the MCU? Was it Revenge of the Sith, District 9, Arrival, Big Hero 6, or Dune 2? Revenge of the Sith, District 9, Arrival, Big Hero 6, or Dune 2?
Does not contain I'm sorry, one more time, all the way through, please.
Okay, no, that's okay. Revenge of the Sith, District 9.
That was in this year's category?
Arrival, Dune 2, or Big Hero 6? Just waiting on you, Dallas.
I'm still thinking, and it's not going well. Sure, let's do this one.
That's how this answer went for me too, because I'm like, I don't even remember. I don't think I rewatched it.
The Prawn movie?
I don't think I rewatched it for the bracket because I'd seen it already, so I didn't rewatch it. Which now I'm.
Prawn of the Planet of the Apes is this? I'm guessing District 9.
District 9, yeah.
On that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So the answers have all been locked in. The answers were all District 9.
All 3 of us?
Oh, nice.
And you are all correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Huzzah!
Now, I am not going to go over these answers because it's time for a bonus question.
That's not allowed.
No twofers.
It is. The rules are made up and the points don't matter. If bonus, the actors in question were all in the same MCU movie, can you name it?
And you said it's phase 1 and 2. It's not phase 3 or 4.
I can check.
Please confirm.
I will give you the.
Can we have the phase?
Actually, yes, I can confirm it is phase 1 or 2.
And they are all in the same movie.
They are.
Can you
all
give
in
me the
same
movies one more time?
Yes, Revenge of the Sith, not District 9, Arrival, Big Hero 6, and Dune 2.
And they're in a Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm. The prominent actor or actress from those movies that is in the MCU, they are in the MCU in the same movie.
This doesn't seem possible. Okay, so I'm a verbal processor still. Are we allowed to poll the audience?
Oh, Cody, they are in the same MCU movie. They're not in the same movie in our bracket.
See? All right, so I'm verbal processing here.
They are in the same. So I said they're all in the MCU. In the MCU, they are all in the same movie.
Okay, so it has to be something with a Thanos appearance, because that's Josh Brolin from Dune 2.
Oh, yeah. Dang it.
You're welcome.
I take my back.
Yeah, are you locked in already?
I was. Not now, I'm not.
It's not District 9, Cody. So it's somebody in Arrival.
I know. I'm like mentally going through the list. Revenge of the Sith.
Who's in Arrival? I'm just trying to think of...
Revenge of the Sith,
Arrival, so it's got to be something... It's Jeremy Renner. He's Hawkeye.
It's Trixie.
Who's in... So Jeremy Renner is Hawkeye.
Revenge of the Sith, Arrival,
Josh Brolin.
Dune 2.
Revenge of the Sith, Arrival, Big Hero 6.
Where's the cutoff for Phase 2?
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man?
I think it was Ant-Man.
Because, I mean, Endgame has everyone under the sun, and that's feeling like cheating a little bit. It has people that weren't even in the MCU. They're like, Superman, bring him in. He's coming through a portal.
Dallas,
I keep changing my answers.
It's got to be something with Hawkeye, Josh Brolin, his cameo. So, because he doesn't make it.
No, I was just kidding.
Where does?
No, wait.
Did you send me another one?
No, not yet.
Wait. So wait, I need somebody who's a Marvel aficionado. Is Endgame considered Phase 2? Where is the cutoff?
No, that's the end.
That's
of
the end of
Phase
Phase 3. Okay, so it's Phase 1 or Phase 2. Mm-hmm. It has to have Hawkeye in it. So there go. Is it Thor has no Avengers?
I'm staying with mine.
I
can't keep changing it. I'll name them all.
I'm just going the OG Avengers, like the very first one, because that has a Thanos appearance. Oh, but is that Josh Brolin?
But that's not
Josh
Brolin.
You sent me bonus Avengers. That's the Thunderbolts. It comes out next month.
No, bonus question Avengers.
Yeah. Okay, I have one from Cody. I have one from Alex. No, I have one from Dallas and Alex. I need one from Cody. It's a Marvel movie.
But what? I don't... Are we saying that Thanos is Thanos all the way through? That even though it's not actually Josh... This is going to be some of his Loki tricksterism here, where he's like, oh, well, technically it's Thanos, so it's Josh Brolin, so I'm including it. Or it's going to be...
William, the God of Mischief?
You know what? Actually, no, I'm changing my answer. It's...
That's my thing.
This is my actual answer, what I just sent you.
Okay.
Because he's got to show up there.
And then... Need one from Cody.
I gave you mine. Like, what? Do I need to name what Marvel movie it is?
Marvel movie.
Oh.
Yes. So
Have you been still just
the
trying
first
to
question
name a movie?
was, which movie did not contain a prominent actor from the MCU? I listed off those movies. Bonus. They were all in the same MCU movie.
What is the MCU?
What's the MCU?
No,
movie?
that's the question to you. You can't just ask him back.
I was thinking... I was like, what movie were they in together? And I said Arrival.
They were all in Arrival. And then they were all in the next one. I don't...
Okay. Answers have been locked in. Cody, you have said Avengers, Age of Ultron. Dallas, also, I'm going to take the last one that you sent me.
We're using the last
Avengers,
one.
Age of Ultron. That is incorrect.
Oh, dang it.
Alex, you have said Captain America Civil War. That is also incorrect.
That is also Phase 3.
It probably would have helped. As
you can tell, I am just a casual fan.
So, I will give you the actors and actresses, and then you tell me if you can name it. Natalie Portman.
Oh, is it Thor the Dark World? Get out of...
Jeremy Renner. Stan Lee.
Thor 1.
Stellan Skarsgård. Yes, it is. It's the first Thor movie.
The first one.
Yeah, that's the first Thor movie.
Man,
sorry, that was that one was a bit of a.
It was a bonus. It was a bonus. I don't feel that bad.
Yeah, it was a bonus episode.
I've not watched that first Thor movie in a long time. I really need to.
Now he was uncredited in that movie, but Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye was in the movie from the crow's nest, trying to take the shot at Thor.
Oh,
and Nick Fury tells him to calm down. But it was.
I even said Thor at one. Did I start saying Thor?
You did. You started saying Thor. Yeah, but you were going the Josh Brolin route of Dune instead of the Stellan Skarsgård. I don't remember what his character was. The physicist,
Dr. Selvig.
Selvig. Yeah.
Which Mrs. Selvig from Severance? Are they related? Severance is in the MCU. Everybody, you heard it here first.
All right, now question number 8. You knew I had to go here. Which one of these movies had the most Harry Potter movie alumni?
Oh, man.
I knew it.
Was it Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Spaceballs, Galaxy Quest, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or Alien? Which one had the most Harry Potter movie alumni? Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Spaceballs, Galaxy Quest, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or Alien?
Okay. I can think of one.
Alien has John Hurt. Hitchhiker's Guide had depressed Alan Rickman.
Depressed Alan Rickman is also in Galaxy Quest.
He's also in Galaxy Quest.
Yep.
Then we've got...
But I can't...
But there's so many British people in there. It's got to be... It feels right.
Oh.
Is it racist? It might be racist. Then we've got... In Dawn, you've got Sirius Black, Gary Oldman. Wait, no.
We would have had Drake.
He's in the first one. He's in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Tom Felton. The second one has... I'm thinking of the cast right now. I can only think of...
Andy Serkis isn't a mocap in Harry Potter, is he?
Not that I know of. He's in Lord of the Rings.
Troll in the...
He's the troll.
Watch him.
Yeah, okay, sure. And Josh Brolin is the original Thanos in the end credit scene. I don't know.
And Eddie Izzard is an evil space wizard.
That was impeccable. Incredible.
I have an answer from...
I've just got to go with it. It feels right.
Alex?
It's racist, but it's right. And that,
I just shotgun
taken out of context, will be amazing. When somebody splices me saying, there's so many British people in Hitchhikers, it's racist, so it must be right. You know, like...
Dallas has said Spaceballs. Sorry, sir, that is incorrect. It does feature one John Hurt, but as far as other Harry Potter movie alumni...
I don't know if there's like secret people in the background.
The secret people have not been credited in IMDb, so that's where I did my...
that's why you guys are all getting this one wrong. I get it.
He knows all the secret
both
people.
Cody and... Okay, Cody, you first said Hitchhikers, then you said Prawn of the Planet Dune. What's your answer?
Hitchhikers.
Okay. Alex and Cody both have said Hitchhikers, and yes, your xenophobia
See, that was my
played
first
out.
guess, but I was like, there's no way that's actually it.
Because, funnily enough, depressed Alan Rickman, he only voiced the robot. The robot itself was played by Warwick Davis.
Stop.
No,
Is it really?
I thought that was a real robot.
Yes. And it also featured Richard Griffiths, Kelly MacDonald, who was the Gray Lady, and Alan Rickman.
Okay. So 4.
So it had
Wow.
4. Yeah, it had 4.
I'm so good at counting.
I thought that was going to be like a throwaway. Like, obviously, you're going to think it's the British one.
I just went for the movie based on the book written by the guy who helped create Doctor Who. Like, how much more British can you get?
Right. Okay. Question number... Oh, I have to give points for that other one. Nobody got Thor, so we are at... Cody is currently sitting at 5 points. Alex is sitting at 5 points.
How many points do I have?
Dallas sitting at 2.
Oh,
I thought I had 1. That was more
but
than
you
I
tried.
thought.
You tried. It's good on
I
you.
didn't try on that last one, for real.
All right. Which of the following movies from our bracket was not nominated for Best Picture?
You shouldn't believe in him. Sorry. Wait, no, wrong one. Not a jewelry guy.
You're getting some support in the chat there.
That's worth like
That's what I was
a
going
quarter
for.
point right
I'm winning
there.
in the chat.
A quarter
Winning in the
point.
chat.
I'm gonna give it. So Dallas, you are at 2.25.
Yes.
Consider yourself.
Quarter pointed.
Mr. Hacker has handed you a D10 inspiration dice to use.
That was beyond my nerd pay grade, so bravo.
Which of the following movies from our bracket, question number 9, was not nominated for Best Picture? Was it E.T., District 9, The Martian, Dune 2, or 2001: A Space Odyssey? Which one of these movies was not nominated for Best Picture? E.T., District 9, The Martian, Dune 2, or 2001: A Space Odyssey?
I did not pay any attention to this Oscar season.
No one else did.
However, I think, unfortunately, I'm correct. I think
I need one from Dallas.
Oh, my bad. I thought I pushed the button. There we go.
Dallas, you have said District 9. That is incorrect.
Dang it.
9 was indeed nominated for Best Picture in 2009.
Yep.
Cody and Alex, you have both said Dune 2. That is also incorrect. Dune 2 was nominated for Best Picture.
It was snubbed
at the 2025
I figured
Oscars.
there was a snub there. That was my logic.
The biggest snub that has still been lambasted to this day was 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Well, that was going to be my next
It
guess.
was not nominated.
Wow.
It was nominated and won several other awards.
that is ridiculous.
But, it was the scuttlebutt of Tinseltown whenever that space movie was not nominated for Best Picture. It's a travesty.
That is just the second worst thing to happen in 2001.
Question number 10. Question number 10. What actor appeared the most on our bracket? Was it Tony Shalhoub, Dave Bautista, James Cromwell, Alan Tudyk, or Vincent D'Onofrio? Which actor appeared the most in our bracket? Was it Tony Shalhoub, Dave Bautista, James Cromwell, Alan Tudyk, or Vincent D'Onofrio?
There's too many names I recognize right now, which is bad.
I really only recognize Dave Bautista and Alan Tudyk.
So Tony Shalhoub plays the nerdy guy who's... Is he on drugs or drunk the whole time in Galaxy Quest? He also plays Monk, if that helps. Let's see here. James Cromwell plays the old man in Jurassic... Wait, that's the third Jurassic World. Second Jurassic World. James Cromwell's... That wasn't on the list this year. So...
Well, the answers have been locked in. Cody and Alex, you have both said Alan Tudyk. That is incorrect.
As long as Cody and I are on the same page and we both get it wrong, I'm okay.
And Dallas, you have said Vincent D'Onofrio. That is also incorrect.
I knew he was in Jurassic World. What is...
The correct answer was actually James Cromwell, who was in Big Hero 6.
What?
Star Trek First Contact.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
And iRobot.
Oh my gosh. I should have remembered that.
All right.
Bonus question. Blue, 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 blue. This is worth 2 points if you can get it. Actually, I'm gonna say this was worth 5. This is such a deep cut. Which person appeared the most number of times? What person had the most IMDb entries in our list? I will tell you, the actor or actress that appeared on screen the most was James Cromwell. I will give that to you as a hint.
I don't think I understand the question. Can you?
Which voice actor has appeared 5 times in our movie bracket?
Tony Shalhoub, Vincent D'Onofrio, James Cromwell.
This feels so.
And I will tell you, it is not one of the. It is a different actor than the one that
I don't like it. I'm in. I don't have a clue.
Dallas.
Mine was.
Oh, is that your answer, Dallas?
Yes, that was my answer.
Yeah. Okay. Dallas has said Rick and Morty.
No, Alan. Rickman.
Hang on.
Rickman. Alan Rickman and Morty. Rickman and Morty.
Wait, I want to hang on. I want to see if this.
The huge Jackman. He is in Rick and Morty. That blew my mind. I was like, "What? Hugh Jackman? Actually, himself?
Really?"
I thought whoever's doing this Hugh Jackman impression is doing a really good job, and I was like, "That's because it's Hugh Jackman playing himself."
No kid.
Yeah. Incredibly stupid.
Dallas, I think he was actually in Rick and Morty.
Was he really?
Okay. Who is this? Who? I must know. My answer's locked in, and I no more Sykes. I'm out of Sykes. No Wandas. I have no more Wandas in here.
This is how prolific he is. Okay, so Alex, you have said Jim Cummings.
The voice of Winnie the Pooh.
And once I found that is incorrect, but once I did go looking because he is a incredibly prolific voice actor to see if he was in there. Dallas, you said Rickman and Morty. Put a pin in that one because Cody, you said Frank Welker, and that is correct.
Okay.
Frank Welker was in 5 of our movies.
What?
He provided the vocal effects for Quark, the Zelensky's dog, in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He voiced both Dot Matrix, the robot companion, and Mega Maid, the colossal vacuum cleaner in Spaceballs.
Oh, wow.
He provided vocal effects for alien creatures in Men in Black and Iron Giant. He also performed the voice of Love Spinner's vehicle in Blade Runner 2049.
Stop it.
Whoa.
And he was also in Rick and Morty. So, Dallas, I'm going to give you bonus points for that one for sheer dumb luck.
He's up to a whole half point now because of the quarter point. Now he's up to.
If he said voice actor and it's a movie made after 1969, Frank Welker's probably been in it.
Yeah, he's absolutely in it. And I was shocked to find out he was in 5.
I was going to say Chris Pratt. Because, he's now the voice actor for everything, including Mario. So.
Right.
It's just...
Well, he's played Fred from Scooby-Doo since the very beginning. And he still can do that voice.
Incredible. Yeah. Well, that means Cody has, at the last minute, taken away with the lead for the win there. Cody has 10 points. Alex, you have 5 points. Dallas has 2.37
10 points to Gryffindor.
10 points to Gryffindor.
Bravo.
And that will conclude movie bracket.
It was so close.
My 3-piece just went out the window. Sorry, is it because I've won the most of these?
Well, we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, we will have a listener-submitted question, and then we'll head out of here. We'll be right back.
Are you going somewhere?
Well, yes. Urgent call. Unavoidable. Gotta go.
Excuse me. There's a sign at Ramsett Park that says do not drink the sprinkler water. So I made sun tea with it, and now I have an infection.
I've just about had enough of you.
I'll be back.
This episode is brought to you by Potter Plus, your podcasting home for the upcoming Harry Potter TV show and so much more. Join me, your host, William, and many other magical friends as we pick apart the past, ponder the present, and unfog the future of the wizarding world. Potter Plus is a production of the Grapefruit Network, and you can find it wherever you get your podcasts.
And I am back.
How'd it go?
No, Pam. I'm back.
We have a new weather report. Lightning has struck. I repeat.
Gin and tonic.
Longers. I don't know if they do bottomless gin and tonic, but we will find it.
All right, guys, we're back. And we are going to round out tonight with a listener-submitted table topic question. And this one actually comes from Stephen Francis over on Facebook, who has asked, is a drinking straw one big hole or two separate holes? Got that one in, and I knew we had to lead out the season.
I think that's two separate holes.
Yeah. Okay. What makes them two separate holes, Dallas?
I feel like a hole does not have a lot of depth.
But is it a door?
Like it has no depth. Otherwise, it's a tube.
Okay.
Once it starts getting depth, it gets tubey.
Great streaming service, by the way.
Once it gets depth, it gets tubey.
Like it has
so
to be,
that's
if it's
interesting.
Flat, it's the top
I
of it.
would
it's the hole.
argue that once it changes direction, then it goes from being a hole to being a tube that now has two separate holes.
So is a bendy straw tube and a straight straw not a tube?
But what if a tube is just a
I don't know. What is the
hole?
threshold of depth that you have to cross before it goes from being one hole to two?
For me, like it is the plane.
I know some of my
that
students
the
listen to
end is. That's the hole.
Say that again.
Like the plane where it starts or stops. That's the hole. Then it's tube all the way to the other end until it gets to the other end.
So when it hits the top of the liquid, it has become one hole. And then that's the bottom of the hole. And now it's just one continuous tube.
Like, I need a straw.
But I mean, that would be arbitrary then, because then you could argue that a washer is a tube.
Oh, yeah. What thickness?
Yeah, it's
the
just a
hole
really
in
short
a washer
tube.
is a tube because it has a thickness.
This part, this plane is the hole. Is the hole.
It's one hole.
This is all tube, and then
I love that he has his recorder.
This is the closest thing I had to a straw.
It's one hole.
See, these are all holes.
You know what? We're asking the audience here. How many holes? It's one hole. It's one continuous.
Out of context.
I summoned.
It's tradition. It's not out of context. This is tradition.
No, just the statement. How many holes out of
7
context could go just weird different directions?
Let's ask Zach another unprompted question. How many holes, Zach? You like them aliens?
How deep is your hull before it becomes a tube?
By that logic, by that logic, we only actually have like 2 holes because it just keeps going all the way, and then the other one just goes all the way.
So when a dog licks its butt, is it like a Mobius strip of just?
It's the infinity cycle.
No, that is so wrong. That is so wrong. That is so wrong. When
I'm asking the hard questions.
When a pig gets ground up in a video game and turned into a put on the grill, how many holes is that? Is it same holes as before, or
it sealed them off on the ends to keep the meat in?
Well, Steven, I don't know what you expected from that question, but I hope it exceeded your expectations.
It exceeded something.
Guys, we're back.
Exceeded the amount of holes on a straw.
Yes, you've exceeded the number of holes allowed for this.
How many holes is too many holes to talk about on a podcast? This week on Call Her Daddy. I mean,
personally, I think this episode has been very saint-like. It's holy.
Oh, I understood that reference.
That was good.
Well, guys, I am going to square up the tabs on me tonight. And if you have found yourself one booth down, welcome and congratulations. All that we ask in return is that you show
financial compensation.
I've started on Potter Plus. I don't know if any of you call it this, but instead of tossing a coin to your Witcher, it's toss a Canut to this Canut.
Hey,
We said we weren't talking about our holes anymore. Thank you very much.
Do ask if you come over and find us on Instagram. And if you like this show and you want to be in our live audience whenever we record these episodes, check us out on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Grapefruit Network. It gives you access to our live recordings. And you can join us in the chat and you can contribute your own color commentary.
Family-friendly program. No more.
A Doctor and a Lawyer Walk Into a Bar is a production of the Grapefruit Network, and you can find out more about this show at drandlawyer.show. And to find out more about the other shows inside of our network, visit us at thegrapefruitnetwork.com. And that's it for this one, guys. I'm going to head out of here. I'm William.
I'm Dallas.
I'm the hole in your tubing.
And I'm the biggest loser.
Wow.
The second place. The second place is is the biggest loser.
Bye.
Thank you, Zach. We love you.